The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
To throw on second is Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen, and that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking, but that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
That's good for Buffalo Bills.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to...
That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Inside the 20.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On play action, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Hines now on the return. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This to the tight end, Kincaid. Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. From the pistol, they run it with Cook, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran it.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this returnable for Hines. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On second down, here's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Now inside the 25. Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes. He's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. They'll start with the option. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, Allen out to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Allen. That ball complete to Isabella. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw on second is Watson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Allen. Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
Well, I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Allen going to throw. And Diggs has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Left side, Cook. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. Touchdown! Andy Isabella from 3 yards out. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Watson on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Watson now to throw. Right back to Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 36 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Browns 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills! Dalton Kincaid, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return from his end zone is Grant. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Jakeem Grant. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Allen now looks to throw.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Traylon Burks, 81 yards. And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, here's Watson. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
28.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading to the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line is really hunkered down and establish themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And Hines is going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Allen. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Cook on the toss left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.